giving candy and snacks for my birthday, but all I have left for food is this stuff and hot dogs, which is supposed to be a homosexual suggestion. Cat just took. If I eat this candy because it's more organized, this is obviously less organized. This is more organized. Everything's defined and put apart and stacked. Because I go towards organization, I also go towards the thing that gives me the character trait of being too old or having a too strong an innocence trait at my age, and that it needs to get broken, or that it means I'm lazy and I'm not taking care of myself. So now I'm getting distracted so that I can't say any of this clearly because someone knows it's right but wants to say that I didn't say the last thing right. But yeah, if I don't do this, then the character I become from eating this stuff is that I don't take care of myself, I don't even cook for myself, I don't eat, and all I want to do is smoke weed, and I'm just a smart guy using an excuse. And it even gets to the point where I think I can make a video trying these, but in the state of marijuana, I'm just going to go ahead and do all of this anyway, just so I can get as much of it said and interacted with as possible. My math is still pretty good here. But yeah, so all this is still going on. While I'm high, it's suspected that I'm more malleable, and thus they can just do a quick story. Everyone, not everyone, but the whole point is, in a state in which I think that there's a certain risk that is worth taking, and I think that I'm justified, no matter how much somebody else can say they still don't understand it, that during the time that I am violating, which would be if I was to kill those cats, mutilate those cats, get rid of them, during that time, it would be ethically fair for an observing object to claim that I am violating without being sure, so that they can now violate while also being in a state of unsure, and that because I'm the one violating, they must in some way violate me, and that if I'm right, their form of violation will be acceptable to me via the rule that it has now become ethical to make sure that that shit is fair just in case. At the same time, if I'm being pushed into these sort of collisions in which I have to take these unethical risks, which seem ethical given the state of illogical deterrence. So that tail end right there suggests that what I just said doesn't make any sense because the last thing I said wasn't the whole thing. But it's also like just starting over right there. So they intend to do this at a point at which the mass is too much bigger than me for me to negotiate with it. Okay, I can beat this. I have this.